influencer, dancer, MC, entrepreneur, personal assistant, and actress Naledi Kunene, popularly known as Nene, is now joining us to talk about how young influencers can leverage off endorsements. A very good afternoon, or is it good evening, and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
So many titles.
A lady that wears many hats.
Absolutely. How can creative leverage of brands and, make a career out of it?
Well, that's a very good question. So I have three things. I have passion, I have invest, and I have be present. So I'll explain all three. Have a passion. When you have a passion for what you do as a creative, it actually shows in your work, and how one can get paid from that, how one can leverage from that is through showing your passion, because actions speak louder than words, and I'm a very passionate person, so I would definitely say have passion. And then the second one is be present. Being present means how can I put it? Be present on social media, on all social platforms, because in these days that we're living in right now, I think social media presence plays a very big role, because everyone actually goes to your social media to get to know you before they actually get to know you.
Right.
So they want to see what you are about. And so being present, always being active, engaging with your audience, that is really good for a brand, because companies would actually approach you because they know that people actually listen to you, as an influencer, as a creative, people listen to you. And my last point was invest. It is very, like, the money that you put in is what you'll actually get out after.
Right.
And actually not just what you'll get out, but you'll get out 10 times more than what you actually invest. And that's really amazing. So when I say invest, I mean put time. Give yourself time with the product. So if you are endorsed by Fenty, for example, you're endorsed by Fenty, take the time to invest in actually buying the product first and telling people that, you know what, guys, I actually got this lip gloss and I'm so excited, I want to try it out, and it's from Fenty and whatever. And you will see that those hashtags, that posting, everything that you're doing, that being present on the social media platform, and that investment will literally, I don't even know how to put it, like, it will literally just bring back the capital. Everything that you put in will come back. So those are the 3 points I have for that question. Yeah.
So that's actually how one can make a career out of influencing.
Yes, actually, and for me, it just started out of the purple. I don't like to say out of the blue, out of the purple, because I was just like, look, I don't have much to my name, because at the time I didn't have much to my name, and I was like, how can I make a career out of this? I love creating content, so I invest in creating content, and I invest in being very present on my social media. So you'll always find me on my phone, scrolling, checking what's trending, what are the new reels, why are people using this audio, and like, I really, really invest. So that's how I made a career out of my out of being creative.
So talk to us about the times you were you increased sales for a particular product or a service.
Okay, where can I start?
Oh.
Okay, I'll talk about my favorite, which is being a brand ambassador, an influencer for a food shop, a local food brand called the Hotspot Burger, and it's located behind us. And it's just like a little container thing going on, and they make such beautiful food, like lovely food. And I was like, okay, how can I bring people here? And I said, okay, I know my people like food, so I'm gonna get all my friends to come and buy, and then from there we're going to start doing events and boosting the sales, because not a lot of people knew about it, because every time I took somebody there, like, oh, what place is this, what's this, like, no, it's a local food shop, and they're like, but the container, I'm like, no, taste the food. And I remember Benny's the owner. He called me the one day and he's like, Nay, ever since I started working with you, literally everyone that comes here is just like, I was sent by Lady Nay. I want that burger. That burger, the way she eats it on social media is amazing. I'm like, really? Is it because of... So yeah.
So when you align yourself with brands,
Yeah.
what are your usual target audience, and do you have a template on how you engage them?
No, I don't have a template. The first question was what?
When you align yourself with
the
with
brand,
the brands,
do I have a target audience?
target audience, yeah.
I'm so sorry. So it really depends on the brand. It really depends on what is the brand before, because I could be a brand ambassador for a shoe shop, but my target audience is not male; it's female. But mostly on my social media, the most present is male audience. So I would always I prefer taking things that work more for the male and female, but more for the male. But I'm really trying to work on bringing things that will work for the female, the females as well.
Right.
So I don't really have a specific target audience. I don't have like, oh, I work with the youth only, or I think I work with everybody. I'm very good with talking to people and convincing people, influencing people.
Right. So you really know how to engage them.
I do. I think I'm really good at talking. You can tell me.
So do you think that influencers should first establish themselves before attracting endorsement deals?
No, not necessarily. I have 2 points on that.
Yeah.
My first point would be, if a brand or an individual and a brand has not been established already, those two can grow together. And with that, they could have, that actually is called a, what is the word? There's a specific word. I forgot the word, but it will pop up. It will. So that works well. You know, if you haven't established yourself as a brand or as an influencer, working with somebody that hasn't also established themselves works quite well together, because you're growing and pushing each other and helping each other. And then at the end of the day, you get associated with that brand. And for example, I want to give an example I think it was Messi, who is a brand ambassador for Lay's currently. And I mean, who would have known that Lionel Messi would be a brand ambassador for Lay's, you know what I mean? So for me, it was just like, oh, okay, that's very interesting. That's interesting. And my second point would be, if it is also nice, because it gives you the upper hand if you are established. Because currently in the world, we're living in a world where people want to work with the known people already, not with the people that can actually or probably can bring you the audience that you want. You know,
and
they want to be associated with, I'm so sorry, they want to be associated with the big brands. They want to be associated with the celebrities.
Exactly.
And they don't know that us creatives, they're in the background, other people.
Just quickly, in 20 seconds, the do's and the don'ts. I mean, what should people look out for because of time?
Okay, do's and don'ts. Do not just take any brand that just because it brings money.
Yeah.
Oh wow, you put
So
me
in
under
other
pressure.
words, don't compromise.
20 seconds, you put me under pressure. Yes. Don't just take any, don't compromise.
Yeah.
Yes, don't compromise. Stand for what you believe in, and stand firm to that. Do not, wow, that's a lot. Follow me on Instagram for the do's and don'ts.
Right.
I'll definitely give you the do's and don'ts.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for speaking to us.